shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Giants at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Foreman, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they just...
Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they got one of the few guys as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned him. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
7-7, our score after 1.
Okay, ready?
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Jackson to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones is pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Foreman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They run again with Foreman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
I'd say the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly, it was quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Gano now to add the extra point. and he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua to throw again. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 27, Tua checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive at 32. Tua going to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Foreman. And he gets it down to the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A carry for Foreman. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deontay Foreman, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Got the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the double.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This from 44 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They're going to try and run this with Miller. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Jones. Probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down 24-17. A minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. That's caught by Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Tua to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was.